Yes guys, and welcome back to a slightly different video that I wasn't actually going to do until I spoke to Amber, who's worked on the channel. She's worked on the podcast, which hopefully will be coming back soon, and other things. We're going to talk about last night's fight. I want to try and make this a regular thing, not just talking about fights, about football, about anything really. Obviously you had Iron Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. in an exhibition match, 8 rounds, 2-minute rounds. I was very looking forward to it really. I'd never seen Mike Tyson actually fight because he fought in 2005. I was like 8 or 9 around that time, so I didn't really get to see Mike Tyson at his best ever, so I was really looking forward to it. And honest truth, I enjoyed it. First couple of rounds, Mike was going for good shots, heavy body shots, a few to the head. Roy Jones Jr. was ducking and weaving with a jab. It was very, very good. And then it hit the 4th round, and it was like both fighters had decided it's an exhibition match. Let's not go for the kill. Which, when you watch Mike Tyson, is what you expect. But I still think Mike Tyson won that fight, even though it was decided as a draw. Thought he fought better, he was the aggressor, and he was just an all-round better fighter in that exhibition match. Apparently they're going to do more. If they do, I would watch again. I wouldn't watch that fight again. As I said, after the 4th round it sort of died off a little bit. Both fighters sort of, it was like almost out of a gentleman's agreement not to like knock each other out. There was apparently that rule with no knockout and whatnot. But the fight of the night that kind of stole the show was Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. Obviously Jake's 3rd fight, 2nd professional fight after beating Gibb comfortably. Nate Robinson's 1st fight, obviously NBA player, very athletic, very good NBA player. Nate came out strongly. Nate came out very strongly. It was like how everyone thought Gibb was going to come out, aggressive, attacking, running at Jake. But then Jake was calm, he was cool, he was collected. Yeah, so he was cool, calm, he was collected, he was ready, really. It was like he knew what he'd been doing, and he's obviously been training a long time for a fight, and this was the fight. But I thought Nate was going to win. The way he came out strong. The problem when you do what Nate and Gibb did against Jake, you leave yourself very open, and Jake capitalised on that very, very easily with a couple of very good punches. Got 2 knockdowns in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd before the stoppage. Well, if I say stoppage, he slept the guy. Basically, if you haven't seen it, I don't think I can put a video of it in, but you'll be able to find it. Jake absolutely sleeps the kid. I say kid. The guy's in his 30s and got slept by Jake. It was a great way that Jake led him on, because he had him in the corner, he backed out the corner. Nate walks onto the punch, he hits Nate with this punch and sleeps him. Yeah, so Jake has him in the corner, lets him out the corner, away from the ropes, and onto this right hook, which he catches him so well, and it's something that we haven't seen from a YouTuber or an exhibition fighter actually sleeping someone. And it was really good to see from someone who I personally don't like and personally wanted to lose the fight. He stepped up in a fight that I think a lot of people were backing Nate because of the athleticism. He was known as a bit of a bad boy in the NBA. And he's walked into this fight and he's really proven himself. Obviously, he's come out after the fight and said he could knock out McGregor. I think McGregor will have something to say about that personally.
Fucking move. Who the fuck is that guy?
And that fight would never happen anyway. What is it line up now for Jake? Fight with KSI. Love to see KSI sleeping. A fight with anyone really. It was a very strong performance from Jake. He showed similar levels of confidence and composure that he showed in the Gibb fight, and it was enjoyable. I've watched some boxing fights in the past and been like, bit shit, really. Not much going on, people just not really wanting it and stuff like that. But the Mike Tyson fight, as I said, was good. Thought Tyson won. Ended as a draw somehow. And then Jake obviously doing what he did to Nate, which I personally think is a massive standpoint for Jake in where he wants to go with boxing, because he said that he wants to carry on fighting. He's obviously called out a few people in the past, he's called out people now. So yeah, it's enjoyable. Next fights, I think, for Jake, I'd like to see him fight KSI, but I don't think that will happen until we can have crowds back. There was talks of doing a massive, I heard some people talking about it on Twitter last night, talking about it on Twitter last night, about having Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, and then as the undercard, or one of the undercards, having KSI Jake Paul. That will be fantastic, really. But I think they're two big money fights. They'll have them on separate nights, bit like what Eddie Hearn did with Gibb and Jake and Logan and KSI. For exhibition fights for legends, definitely in for it. Bring it back. Thought it was great. Thought it was a good watch. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you liked it. It's something different. It's something I've never done before. I was really nervous, so I've ended up doing it while on a walk with the dog. So yeah, please like the video if you enjoyed and want more of these. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, peace.